Good morning, sixth graders. This is Book 8, Lesson 2, Word List. First word is abrasion, noun, a wearing away or rubbing away by friction. This protective coating helps to prevent abrasion on the floor tiles. A scraped or worn area. Natalie's fall during the basketball game resulted in an abrasion on her knee. Abrasive, adjective, causing wear by rubbing. Don't use this abrasive cleaner on the vinyl bathtub because it will scratch the surface. Harsh or rough in manner, irritating. The bus driver's abrasive tone made the excited children settle down in their seats. Clad, adjective, clothed or covered. Clad in a black rubber suit, the diver jumped from the side of the rescue boat. Corroborate, to provide a verb, to provide evidence, to make more certain or to confirm. Because he was standing at the stoplight when the accident occurred, Harry could corroborate the driver's statement. Cursory, adjective, done in a hurry with little attention to detail. Sherlock Holmes made a cursory search of the bedroom before going into the dining room to question the family. Dehydrate, verb, to remove the water from. The processing plant dehydrates vegetables that are used in the popular soups sold in our grocery store. To cause to lose bodily fluids. The hot, dry desert air dehydrated the hikers who had not brought enough water. Dehydration, noun, the state of being dehydrated. Dehydration from the drought has caused the plants to wilt. Derive, verb, to take or receive from the source. After practicing so diligently, Hugh derived great satisfaction from the enthusiastic applause following his performance. 2. To obtain through reasoning. We derive the answer to the question by applying Ohm's law. Electrify, verb, to wire or equip with the electric power. We no longer used oil lamps in our summer cottage once it had been electrified. 2. To thrill or shock. Brian Boitano's performance, which included a layback spin and several perfectly executed triple axels, electrified the audience. Endeavor, to attempt earnestly. The person we spoke to at the embassy said she would endeavor to find the papers we needed. Noun, a serious, earnest effort toward a goal. Arthur's endeavor to score 20 points at a game throughout the season was a success. Gingerly, an adjective, cautious, very careful. Mr. Wu made a gingerly attempt to bring the disputing parties together. Adverb, extremely cautiously. Ella ran her tongue gingerly over where her wisdom teeth had been extracted and winced. Grimace, verb, to make a face expressing feelings of pain, disgust, or contempt. While the doctor described the series of painful tests she would need, Cheryl grimaced only once. Noun, a facial expression that seems to express pain, contempt, or disgust. A grimace crossed her face as she watched the old film clips showing the destruction of Sarajevo. Gruesome, adjective, causing shock or horror. The book told the gruesome details of living in Europe during the time of the Black Plague. Inventory, noun, a list of possessions or goods on hand. Before we could get renter's insurance, we had to make an inventory of everything of value in the apartment. 2. The stock of goods on hand. The store's inventory of sheets and blankets was very low after the winter sale. Verb, to make a complete list of. At least once a year, the pharmacist inventories the stock. Simulate, verb, to take on the qualities of another, to imitate. AstroTurf simulates real grass. 2. To pretend. Although Lago simulated concern for Othello, he was carefully planning his destruction. Simulated, adjective, made to look genuine while being artificial. Simulated leather looks and feels like the real thing. Simulation, an imitation of a possible situation. The simulation of a natural gas explosion gave the local emergency crews a chance to practice rescue procedures. Succumb, verb, to give up or give in to yield. After 24 hours on their feet, the relief workers succumbed to exhaustion, falling soundly asleep on their cots. 2. To cease to exist, to die. Smallpox was so pervasive in the 18th century that many people succumbed. Surmise, verb, to suppose something without sufficient evidence. Heloise surmised that her visitors were late because of the traffic from the airport. Noun, I guess. My surmise is that the thief had been watching our house for weeks before breaking in. That's the end of your list, sixth graders. Today your responsibility is section 2A and 2B.